Yeah, that's what it is, living in the now where people understand it different. It evolves, it becomes different, it becomes more. I'm not talking about anything else, I'm talking about the world we're living in. The businesses we create, the tomorrow around us, the future we've always toiled to see better. It evolves. Don't stay behind in a world where technology is moving on. There is a lot that people say this is going to be different, this is going to be this, but it evolves, it changes, it becomes better. But it only becomes better by your decision to work better. It only becomes better by your decision, by your choice to value the now. Time doesn't give you all the answers, your actions do. Imagine you're down in Africa, yeah? There are other continents away from your continent. No matter how much time you spend in Africa, there are things that will never come to you. Only because you're in Africa, because your mindset is locked to one place, because your geolocation is limiting you, because you as you haven't moved on, haven't created the action that is needed, to create a better side of everything you expect. Because as you expect whatever you're expecting, time will never make it. Time affects other things, but there are things time is no longer affecting. Then before, it was the only way to achieve that is if you are maybe of a certain capacity, of a certain caliber, of a certain essentiality. Today time has flown away. Today time is giving us more. Today time is actually benevolently working with our actions and not time alone. So as time works with our actions, as time makes sure we are moving on, how about us? How about us? The ones who always want to see the difference, the ones who want to see the change. You want to see different, you want to be better. People around you won't see the good in what you have, in what you want, until you put some action to it. Most of the times, you get to a point where you are regretting. But when while you're regretting all that, have you ever asked yourself, before that regret, what actions were taken? Before that regret, what actions did you not take? Because today, if I'm here and I want to fly to any continent, I won't start by going to the airport. No, I'll start by seeking out why I'm going out there, doing my research. Let's say just want to travel for tourism purposes, for visitation purposes, yeah, or business purposes. I'll do my research in all angles. Do I really need to be there if it's business purposes? Maybe, maybe not. My actions decide. If I'm right here thinking of how better I want my business to be beyond the geolocations I'm in, I won't stress about how other businesses are doing their way out, because first I'll look at the section of my business, the category of my business. Second, I'll look at the vastity of opportunities around it, both what it creates and what I'm creating. Now that's action. Once you are trying so much, action, your actions actually matter more, because the world we're living in is all about not time exactly, but your actions. You're in that landlocked continent. The only way out of there is if you are sailing out of there, or someone is coming with a product that you're seeking from that side. That was the mindset then. Today the mindset is, if I'm here, if I want to change, yeah, what actions am I taking to achieve that? If I'm here, I want to get somewhere, what actions am I taking to achieve that? People will always want, yeah, or the world will always want. No, as long as you're in this kind of geolocation, it should always be about us. Or it should be always about a particular type of thing or product. But being in that geolocation doesn't make you a prisoner. Being in that geolocation doesn't entitle you to be subjective or submissive to everything in that geolocation. You have a different perspective, you have a different mindset. It's the value of now. We've grown up in communities where they have different ideologies. Things like female genital mutilation, and people walk away. People hate that and walk away. And if you find somebody who walked away from female genital mutilation, from their culture, and you bring that again in front of their eyes, they'll hate you. Not because they hate their cultures or their origins, but because of that cult, that one cult that is more evil than their mindset. So it's your action. While someone else is locking you out, while someone else is blocking you into being submissive, yeah, think of a better way. Your actions can be better. Then people could walk into your front and tell you anything. No, I'm Mr. So and so, I'm from this kind of area and I've this and this and this. I'm so and so, I'm from this side of the world and this and this and this. And it's you either believe or you lose the opportunity. I had a chance of growing up around the city. A Goodyear Enterprises Limited, registered and everything. As a toddler, I could transact. I could understand different actions. I learned how to trust that mailbox. That once I write a letter and put a stamp on it, once it goes through that mailbox to the other side, that person on that address will respond to me. The person on that address will take action about the letter I'm sending. Yeah? So that is the value of then and the value of now. Because now we're only using technology to advance, to elevate others, to elevate other businesses, to elevate other people, other communities out, other people's mindset out. Because as we take action, as we do all that, there is trust. Believing in the getaway of a blinding side on the other side. If it was a relationship or dating, it would be blind dating. And it's life. You blind date the future. We are in this now because of that past. And we can only be in that future if this now is different than that past. Because you can't walk into every moment with the same mindset. That destroyed everything. It's the world we live. It's that pushy. It's that pressure. That it's that imagining. Time flies and your actions only do by your actions. What have you done to be better? People are pushed into different situations. People run away from different situations and find refuge somewhere else. Some actions push people away from what they should have been actually living by or living for, and become totally different. That's why we say the world has moved on. It won't always be the same. What you call protecting your cultural norms and values is affecting another man's rights. And their action is different. And you can't force that because they have their rights. How have you endured? No, in your culture, they can get a wife for any man and force them to be together. In your culture, they can get a man for any woman and force them to be together. Some people are running away from that. In your culture, There are norms and things and taboos that existed. But people have ran away from that. They have changed. The world has evolved. Today we have the born-again Christians. It's no longer only the old Anglicans or the Protestants. So it's the value of now. It's about our actions. It's about our endurance, our toil, our reasoning, our understanding of the future we want. Yeah. People will always want to, this should be like this should be like this is how it should be made, you know. But people's actions are different. The world's actions are different. We won't always be there. If somebody doesn't eat a snake, you can't force them to eat a snake. If somebody doesn't eat a dog, you can't force them to eat a dog. They have rights. Being in a particular geolocation doesn't force you to be submissive to certain things. No, you are here, you are in our geolocation, you should be listening to us. It's not a must. No, you are here, you're in our geolocation, you should be marrying our daughters. It's not a must. No, you are here, you're in our geolocation, you are under our government. No, it's not a must. Because your geolocation is your geolocation. But the governments are bigger. Some institutions are bigger than the local council leaderships. Some tomorrow, some future is bigger than having a wife today. Some tomorrow, some future is bigger than thinking that I'm entitled to that. Life is about doing a litmus test on very many things. A litmus test on everyone around you, a litmus test on your life, a litmus test on beyond now. Yeah? It can be better. It can be different. But the only way it's better and different is by you working better and different. So, imagine more. Imagine better. Dream big. By your actions. Forget the past. Forget the cultures. Forget the norms. Because the now we're living in is different. I have totally different rules somewhere else. Different guidelines somewhere else. Yeah. Someone who grew up in an area where they are sitting or where it's very hard to do anything without a father's authorization. Some fathers actually leave their sons and daughters to do anything they want. Now, if you walk into that geolocation, you'll be the old man or woman out. Some communities just let the kids and children or everyone be themselves once you're there. So once you start walking in with your limitations, it becomes hard, it becomes different. No, this is how it should be. This is how the rules should be here. No. People's actions can actually take you away and take you down. It won't always be about father, mother, father, mother, father, mother. Soulpreneurship exists. You won't imprint other mindsets in a mind that totally hates you. Takwagala, as in the person running away from female genital mutilation doesn't like you. The person running away from getting into a relationship they don't want doesn't like you. And it's what it is. And you can't force them because they have rights. No matter how long you take, whether they have or not. No, it should be ours is just take and have it. No, it's not take and have it. People have rights. I paid for education to put something in my head, what others have never put in their head. I spent time and money to put something in my head, what you haven't paid for your daughter or your son to have in their head. And at this age, if I can do this and achieve something, you don't create drama and block the international world out. No, in this culture it happens like this. No. Certain brands are international, certain humans are international, that you don't carry your cultures around them. You don't block people from accessing certain things because you want to achieve certain things. Their actions will take you away, will drown you. So it's business. It's how we live. It's how crazy we are. Think of your actions. Think of your geolocations. Think beyond. Before you push, before you force, before you end up regretting. Why? Because as you no longer do certain things will no longer work, whether you want it or not. It's the value of now. Live by now, because it's the now we're living in. Dr. Rayyans Elvis, F2F Live Creations. Visit creations.org. All the creativity.